Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. Today I'm going to be testing a bunch of free makeup. So this lovely company called Beauty Bigbang, which is an online makeup, nail and beauty supplier, contacted me to ask me if I would love to try some of their makeup, which of course I said I would, because if you know me, if you're here, if you've figured it out already, this is a beauty channel, so I love makeup. So I'm super excited to try a bunch of their stuff. If you've seen in the thumbnail, there's some unicorn brushes which I'm really excited to try out. And yeah, there is also a 10% discount code for you guys, my viewers. So I was able to get that, which is amazing. So all you need to put into the discount code section on the website, if you do choose to buy, is Kirstin. That will give you 10% off your order. All the information about that is in the description box below, along with a link to the website. It's not an affiliate code, so I don't get paid or anything for you using that. It's just a good way for you to save money. So if you want to save money, use it. If you don't want to save money, don't use it, but I don't know why you wouldn't want to save money. But anyway, yeah, let's get into this video. If you do like it, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below of what you would like to see in the future. And yeah, whew, I am out of breath. Was I talking far too fast? Probably. Let's get started. So the first things that I'm going to be trying out are these unicorn brushes. How cool and how pretty are these? They're so stunning. And I'm using these with this cool eyeshadow palette. Let me show you the eyeshadow palette first of all. It is just in this black cardboard packaging with eyes on the front. On the back it has a picture of all the colours, and this is in the shade number 3. This is what the actual palette looks like, and it just opens at the front like so, and here are all the colours. It also comes with a little brush and 10 shades in here, which are all like nice burgundy and pink and gold tones. And it also has a mirror up here, which is really handy for on the go. Here are the close-up of the brushes. I'm just going to show you two. They have such a beautiful unicorn handle, and it's kind of like a whitey pink pearlescent colour. And look at the actual brush heads. They're multicoloured. Oh my god, they're so beautiful, and they are so soft. So as always, I have already primed my eyes using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I'm going to go in with this cream shade right here on a flat brush. Actually fits very well into this shade. There's a lot of fallout coming from this colour. I don't know if you can see that. Quite a lot of fallout, and I don't know if I'm even getting anything on my brush. Let's see. Let's try it. Oh yeah, I am. It was just quite hard to see. I think it's because it's a light colour. That brush is quite stiff, so I would probably use that more for like packing on colour. So like if you wanted to do a nice pop of shimmer and for a halo eye or anything, I would use that brush. It's not that good for putting a colour all over your lid. Now I don't really have a small fluffy blending brush in here to put like in a crease shade down. This brush is probably like the smallest fluffy brush that I've got, but it's not fluffy enough. It might work. I'm going to take this shade here, which is like a nice creamy pink shade, and I'm going to pop that in the crease and blend it up towards the brow bone. This is just our transition colour. Wow, it's actually quite pigmented. This brush though is definitely not the right brush for a crease. It needs to be bigger so that you don't have to dip back in and you can do the full crease in one go. Maybe if you wanted like a cut crease or a really defined crease to use this, because it fits into the crease really well. It's just hard to blend it up with this brush. So there's this one. This is like a tapered fluffy brush. I would just give this a go, see if it works. It probably won't, but we shall try. Actually, that's much better. Even though it's a different angle from what I'm used to, it actually looks really nice. And this colour is really pigmented as well, and it's blending very easily. I don't have to do much blending. Not too much fallout on this colour either. This brush is actually really good for the crease because the fat bit at the end is getting into the crease really well, and then the shorter fluffier bits kind of blend it out really nicely. I actually really like that. That's lovely. Okay, I'm going back to the brush that we were using before to first apply the crease colour. The one that didn't really blend as nicely, but I'm going to take it to define the actual crease of my eye, and I'm going to take this colour here. It's like more of a deeper rosy brown colour, and I'm just going to pop that in the actual crease. just to give a little bit more definition. I'm not sure about this brush. I don't know how else I could use this, but I don't know if it's given me as much pigment as I want it to do. Or is it the shade? Let's use the other brush that we used for the crease and see if this works better. Yeah, I think it's the other brush. I don't like that other brush, if I'm honest with you. It's not the best. Something I'm realising about the palette is that there isn't any other darker matte shades. You're not going to be able to define your crease or anything unless you use a shimmery shade, which I don't do personally. If you have hooded eyes, shimmer shades are a no-go in your crease. They just make you look awful. I think the only thing that I can do to make this a bit darker is go in with the very, very end colour. This is the darkest shade and it looks like to be a cranberry purple colour. Let's go in with that brush that we used to... Where is that brush? I'm going to go in with the brush that I used to set down my primer potion because I felt like that would be a good packer brush. Oh, look at the pigment on that. Let's see if that translates onto the eye. I mean, the pigment is definitely there, but you do need to build it a little bit. It needs worked. Wow, it's really beautiful once it's on, but it does need work to get there. Just going to apply it a little bit more. And then the same on the other eye. I'm actually really liking the shade, and this is a great packer brush. It does definitely pack the colour on with, again, not a lot of fallout, which is great. I'm actually going to take the spongy applicator from the palette and I'm going to use this kind of brownie shade here just to see if I can deepen the outer V of the eye, because I just want some more depth and some different colours and dimensions in the look. That's actually working quite nicely. Again, a very pigmented shade. Works really well on these spongy applicators. That's a beautiful shade as well. It's got a really nice sheen to it. Blends out really easily. I'm also going to use this light pink shade here. I'm going to flip the little spongy applicator on the other side. And I'm going to pop this into like the inner corner of the eye and the inner tear duct just to give that a little bit more light. God, this just looks so really natural. I really wanted it to be darker and more autumnal because that's the colours that are in here reminds me of autumn, but the eye look does not. So I think we're just going to have to move on. I really can't do much more to deepen it up or darken it up. I am going to go off camera and just apply a little bit of black eyeshadow close to my lash line. No wing or anything, don't think though, and some mascara, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to move on to foundation now, and I didn't get a new foundation to test from Beauty Bigbang, but I am going to test out this little brush, the unicorn one. So this is the sort of brush that I would use to put on my foundation. It is definitely flat at the top, but mine is a lot more firm than this. This is a little bit more wispy, so I'm going to see how it does, how it applies my foundation. I'm just using my normal Kiko Milano Soft Focus foundation. I'm not sure, this brush isn't really giving me the coverage that it needs to compared to what my normal brush would do. I don't think the brush is dense enough to give you the coverage that you would need to use with a powder foundation. So I think this might be better like as a blusher brush or something like that, or maybe a bronzer. So we'll try it out later when I'm doing that. So let me just go and do the rest of my foundation and then we'll try the brushes with some face products. Oh, actually I forgot that we should probably do some concealer first because I have a new powder to test. So this is the Magical Halo Powder. It's Cover All. It says it's light and breathable. I got mine in the shade number 2. So this is a loose powder, it looks like this in the pot, and yeah, mine, like I say, mine is in the shade number 2. Let's just see what it looks like inside. Also, it comes with a little puff, and then you've got like the little holes here. So you can tap some powder out into the lid and pick it up with your makeup sponge. So let me just blend this in and then we shall try the powder. Okay, time for some powder. Comes out nicely. It's kind of got like a pinky colour to it. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm not sure how well it will work on my skin. I do have yellowy undertones to my skin, but let's give it a little go. I don't like to proper bake under my eyes because it makes my skin look really dry. I'm just going to apply it on and then I'll take it off. brush from the unicorn brushes just to wipe that excess away. Actually, it set that really well. It feels really smooth, and there's no creasing under my eyes as of yet. It's not left any kind of sheen on the skin at all either. Like I was worried it would maybe leave a pinkiness, and I think it makes it look like my eyes, like under eye, have brightened. So definitely let me know if you think that that's what it kind of seems to you as well in the comments. Does it look like my eyes are now a little bit more brighter? I do think so. I'm going to leave a comment down in the comment section, of course, to let you know if there's any flashback on this powder, or if there is any like creasing or oiliness throughout the day compared to like other powders that I've used, because obviously that's not something I can review at this moment. But yeah, I actually really like the powder. It feels really smooth, and it's a big thumbs up on that one. Before I move on to the rest of the face, I'm just going to take the palette again and just finish off the eyes. So I'm going to take the little packer brush that we used to pack that burgundy colour on, and I'm just going to run that underneath the lower lash line. I like that lower lash line though, it's turned out quite nice and smoky. Now that I'm looking at the eyes, I'm actually not hating it as much. They're quite nice. So I'm going to use this unicorn brush again, the one that I tried to use with the foundation. It is the kind of like triangular flat top one, and I'm going to try that with some bronzer. Let's see if that works, because obviously you don't want your bronzer too intense, so I think that the density of this brush might work quite well with that. Yeah, it does. Look how nice that's applied that bronzer. Almost kind of looks like a contour at the same time. That's really nice. Not too much is getting applied to the skin. Does anybody else like chuck their hair about when they're doing their makeup? Actually, to be honest, I never ever have my hair down when I do my makeup. I always put it up, and then I do my hair last when I get ready. The only reason it's down is because it looks weird if I have it up all the time when I'm doing makeup videos. Who else does that? Leave me a comment down below. Yeah, this brush is really good for bronzer. That's definitely what I would use this brush for, and it's so super cute, so I love these brushes. For contour, I'm going to go in with this brush here. It is quite flat, quite slim, but it is at an angle which is really good to get right in below your cheekbones. So let's do that with contour now and see how well that applies the product and blends. I'm using my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, which, as you guys know, is my favourite contour powder. So I will definitely be able to judge how well this applies the product. It is good for getting a line. I do admit it is really good for like getting a good line here underneath your cheekbones. But because it's quite slim, it's not that good for blending. You do kind of have to like brush it up like this. Can't like swirl it around, which is what I'm used to because I use a Real Techniques contour brush just now, which is like a round one with a point at the end. That's quite nice though. I do like it. It's kind of a more intense contour, which is nice. Don't know if it's going to be too big for my nose, but let's give it a go. Actually, that's done quite a nice job. I do think I have to just blot it out with a beauty blender, but it's done quite a nice job on the nose actually. I like that. Now I'm going to take this beautiful huge blusher brush. This feels quite dense. It's really fluffy and soft, and I'm going to apply a little bit of mauvey blush on the cheeks. Oh, this is a lovely brush. It feels so soft, blends so nicely. It's good the denseness as well because it means that you can put most of the product where you want it and then use the fluffier parts of the brush to blend backwards. Just going to take a little bit more of that powder actually and just cut the contour a little bit, see if it does a good job of that. Yeah, it does a fab job of that. That is a really, honestly, that is a really good powder. That's done a really great job of cutting that contour and just cleaning it up a little bit. Oh, I love it! This powder is definitely going to go in my everyday makeup drawer, I think, because I really like the way it's cleaned up that contour. It looks fab. I'm now going to apply a little bit of highlighter. Now the set does come with a fan brush, which is the only one that I have used before. It's only because I lost my fan brush, which is what I always use to highlight. This is really good, it picks up the highlighter perfectly and gives you a really nice clean line highlighter. It's just a typical fan brush. It is really good. I don't have any complaints about it. But today I want to try something different. So I see a lot of people on YouTube using brushes like this to apply highlighter. So it's kind of more of a fat, fluffy brush, and they just do it like right here. So I've never really tried anything like that before. So I'm going to give this a little go and just see how well it picks up the highlighter and if it looks nice. Because if it does, it could be my new favourite highlighter brush. Oh my god, it really does work! Wow, I was worried that it was going to be like too thick of highlight, but it actually looks so nice. Oh, ooh, can you see that? Hopefully you can see it. If you're wondering what this highlight is, it is the Makeup Revolution Pro Illuminate highlighter, this huge big one that looks like this. Wow, this is really, really nice. I'm so excited that I got this brush in the set. Next up, I have a bunch of lipsticks. There's so many, they're falling everywhere. There are 12 of these. This is what they look like close up. So the packaging is so cute. It's this leopard print. It's got a little plastic lid here. It's so thin and compact. I'm quite amazed at how skinny this is. Again, I'll leave the information on the screen about the price. I think this is really, really good for a set of 12 though. So I'm not going to try them all on my lips because we'll be here forever, but I am going to insert swatches now of me trying them on my arm just to show you the consistency and the creaminess of them. So they don't come with any shade names, but they are numbered 1 to 12. So let me just give, I don't know what one I want to try. Let's try this one. This is number 12. Oh, it has vitamin E in it as well. This is like a really hot pop of pink. It kind of feels like a lip gloss formula. Like it's definitely wouldn't stay on for too long. But for the price, I wouldn't mind having to reapply it every, like after every time I eat or anything. It's a really, really nice colour. So this one is number 12. Next up, I'm going to try this one. This is shade number 2, which is like an orange based red. That's what it looks like anyway. It is kind of showing a little bit of the dry skin on my lips, but if you had really nice conditioned lips, I don't think that would be an issue. And it is matte. There's no shine on this one. It's not sheer like the last one. It feels really, really nice. It went on really easily as well. I like the fact that this is quite small because it's so easy to get like into this part. And I have quite a defined, what is that called? Like Cupid's bow. Mine is quite defined, so it's sometimes hard to get into that part and not like smudge it onto my skin. This feels really, really nice. I like this. Just would have to use it if my lips are a little bit better condition. I'm going to use this one. This is shade number 6 and this looks like a really dark colour. This is really nice. It's like a blood red colour. It's not patchy. It goes on really easily again. Again, this is perfect to get into the little bits of the Cupid bow. And into the edges of your lips as well. It's really easy to get to. This is a beautiful colour. This is like a really, really nice classic red. Would look beautiful if you were going on a night out, say somewhere fancy like prom or a ball where you needed to like pin your hair up and you just wanted classic red lips and like winged liner. This would be a beautiful shade for that. There is a little bit of bleeding just here, which is quite common with red lipsticks. You do usually have to use a lip liner, so that doesn't surprise me at all. This feels really, really creamy. What is the finish? It's not matte. I would say that it's more like a velvety, sheeny finish. Again, it's not sheer. It is a really full coverage and I really like that. I think I'm going to keep this lipstick on. But before I finish the video, I do have one more product to show you, which really intrigued me. So this is another lipstick that I picked up. This lipstick intrigued me because it says that it would turn any lipstick metallic. So I've never really seen that before. I've never heard of that. So I'm really excited to give this a go. So this is the colour of it. This is how it swatches. It's just like a goldy sheen. So I'm going to try it over this red lipstick. Hopefully it looks nice. Because if it doesn't, I'll be really disappointed because I really like this lipstick just now. Actually, you know what? That's worked. I'm kind of shocked at that. Wow, It has given it like a metallic finish. I really, really like it. What do you guys think? The only thing is, look at the lipstick now. So you definitely have to wipe that part off before you go again, because next time you put it on your lips, it's going to do that. So there we go, that is all the products. I've tested them all out on my face and the brushes, etc. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Which did you like the best? Which did you like the least? I really loved the powder, I loved the lipsticks and that little metal lipstick topper as well. Some of the brushes were a hit for me and some of them were a miss, but overall I think the collection is really, really pretty. It's a good brush collection for a beginner and it would look stunning on your dressing table. The eyeshadow palette, I liked it, but it would definitely be for a more natural look. For someone who likes the same kind of colours, you could get a lot of looks out that palette, but they would be similar. A really good palette again for a beginner, and everything is so affordable, especially if you use the 10% discount, which is just Kirstin. Once again, all that information will be in the description box. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you once again to Beauty Bigbang for contacting me and sending me all these lovely goodies. I'm very lucky, I feel very grateful for it, and I have loved playing with the makeup. So it's a big thumbs up from me. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the makeup, please also give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel as well. I was just about started to sing Laura Lee's intro there. Who knows what I'm talking about. I will see you next Sunday with another video. Bye!